Hello and welcome to Postcards 35 Buildings. I've just put together some cards which really haven't done one of these for a while. I always say that, don't I? But I really haven't. The first card I'm going to show you looks a bit faded actually. It also looks deeply historic because of this. This is in Stanton in Gloucestershire, and it is an old judge's card, part of the Gerald series. I'm saying the Gerald series as if I knew all about it. No, I don't. But there we are. That's Stanton. A good place to go and film the latest Jane Austen. Quite a large card. In that respect, it doesn't sit too well in an album. But obviously, most cards are still for dispatch, so obviously it doesn't really matter. Here's a smaller card, an older card as well. Look at that. Look at that. Gives you a headache just looking at it. It says, looking straight down at the Grey Bar blog from the Chrysler blog, in other words, a building, tower. The street is 900 feet below. It's from New York City, and it's a Ewing Galloway card. I don't think there's much on the back that I haven't read about on the front. Unusual Photographs Reproduction Company, a genuine photograph printed in Germany. There it is again, quite small, but it does record a lot of history, except it's upside down. There we are, that isn't upside down. Right. The next one is of where? Do you know? I'm not going to tell you. The next one that I'm going to tell you about is Ruski Klas. It's in Russia. You can see the star and the red flag. And the, I was going to say Gothic nature, but it's very, very austere, isn't it, really? Let's see what it says. I don't know what it says. My Cyrillic is. It is the City Executive Committee of the People's Deputies Soviet. So, excuse me, I'm just off to the City Executive Committee of the People's Deputies Soviet. Is there anything you want? I said, yes. I'd like a Duma, please. I'll get you one. Here we have part of the series of stamps, commemorative stamps with Queen's head on it, and 50, meaning 50 pence. Why they had to remove the P for pence, I'm sure it was discussed ad nauseum. I do not know. It says modern architecture, downland grid shell, and it's in Chichester by Edward Cullinan Architects. And this is a stamp which was issued. This is a postcard, but the stamp is in 2006. I find that quite pleasing, and I'd go to Chichester from time to time anyway. Oh, now, what about this erection? Oh, this must give us pause. Where in the world is that? And what is it anyway? Looks like it's a stanchion or something, I fear. It is in Bayer, and it's presumably in Germany. I should think possibly Ostibad. I'm sorry, I can't read it out. There we are. If you've got better eyesight than me, you can see it. And if you can't, well, there you are. It's obviously very striking, and I got it for that reason. This appears very dull, and there's a reason for that. It is very dull. It was the actor, Leonard Sachs, Andrew Sachs, who came on the Parkinson show and showed his collection of boring postcards. Well, maybe this is a boring postcard. It's in Holland. It's Dutch. There we are. I think it was printed about 50 years ago. And this is one sent to me by my friend Dave Prees. This is the De La Warre Pavilion in Bexhill-on-Sea. I'm not sure I've seen this in real life. I probably have. It's one of those, it's like the hotel in Morecambe. It's one of these very OTT places. There we are. The architect's name is Mendelssohn and Chermayeff, 1935, yes. At one time it was derelict, I think, or all on the verge of dereliction. But now it has come back to life. Somewhere to be seen in. I don't necessarily think you need to stay there. Ta-da! This is the Tate St. Ives. To my eternal shame, I've never been there. I probably have been to St. Ives. In case you don't know, St. Ives is in Cornwall. It's one of the furthest points southwest. England being a funny shape. British Isles being a funny shape. British Isles being a brilliant place. The ancient fishing port of St. Ives has provided inspiration for generations of artists, and the Tate Gallery offers an opportunity to see some outstanding 20th century art. Well, I bet it does. And I'm told that the reason that artists originally congregated there was because the light is so good, so true. And the last one is a towpath and a charming building, because this has been a talk about buildings. The mill at Newalsford, Hampshire. This Fulling Mill at Newalsford is now a cottage. It was once one of the many dating from a period of agricultural prosperity. In other words, that wasn't recently. It's an atmosphere card and photographed by Bob Croxford. Well, Bob, thank you for your endeavour and skill in framing this and getting it commercially available. I really like it. This has been Postcards 35 Buildings. I'm James Pratt, rushing now because I'm about to go out. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.